Sometimes situations beyond your control means that you need to work remotely. Here's some advice that might make things a little bit easier. Make sure you have a good connection to the internet. What this means is that you're not too far from your home Wi-Fi router so that you have a good wireless connection. Even better is that if you have a wired connection to the internet to mitigate any issues with your Wi-Fi reception. If you know how fast your broadband connection is to the internet, it will be helpful in you determining the quality of your experiences. If you think you have a slower connection to the internet with less than 10 megabit upload capacity, you might want to ask other members of your family or the people that you're living with to minimize their use of streaming services during your workday. If you do not have a good connection to the internet in your living space, start a dialogue with your manager or instructor. If you're an instructor, be flexible around student requirements if they lack internet access in their living space. Number 2, get comfortable. You may not have the luxury of a dedicated office space where you live, but there are some minor things you can do to improve it. If you know that you're going to be engaging with other people on a webcam, make sure that your back is not to a window and that you're facing a window. It's better if the light shines on your face and not from behind you. If you have access to a pair of noise-canceling earbuds, like these, Apple guys, connectors like this can be used on any Apple MacBook computer, and this way it'll minimize feedback if you're on a video chat. If you don't have one of these, perhaps you can reach out to us. You might want to organize your workspace so that there are a minimum number of distractions and that you're comfortable. You'll also be taking regular breaks, so maybe get outside and get some fresh air. I'm going to ride my bicycle and refocus so that I can maintain my attention. The reason for this is that many of these online technologies can test our attention. And with multiple technologies, it's easy to become distracted. So take breaks and refocus. Number 3, you're going to need some excellent methods of communicating with your peers. With Office 365 now, all students, faculty, and staff are on the same platform. And all of the functionality that students and staff are familiar with are now available to students. At OCAD University, we've enabled Microsoft Teams for all students. As a faculty member, you can create a class team and invite all your students to join. Students will be able to share files, chat via audio and video and text, and you'll be able to hold online classes, share your screen, record the session, or hold office hours, and your students will be able to connect one-on-one with one another. If you're a staff person, I would recommend creating a staff team for your department. As mentioned in the previous comment, keep in mind that the length of anyone's attention on an online meeting can be somewhat tested, and there can be multiple distractions, so try to be concise and to the point. I'll cover all of this in another video. Keep in mind, teaching synchronously is harder to do than teaching asynchronously. Asynchronous delivery refers to content created in advance by faculty or students or staff, and then viewed on demand, like Netflix. Real-time synchronous interaction online is like live broadcast. It's live. If you have lectures to deliver online, you will more likely want to record these in advance with TechSmith Relay and share these videos in Canvas. This way, you don't have to deliver in real time. You can pause, do it in advance of your class, correct any errors, and this too we will cover in another video. Number 4, sharing content. At OCAD University, all students, staff, and faculty have access to Office 365. You have 1 terabyte of storage in OneDrive. If you haven't done so already, copy all your files to OneDrive and then use the file synchronization option so that the files that live in the cloud can be accessed directly on your desktop or laptop. Remember, it's easy to share files directly from OneDrive, and if your files are stored in OneDrive, it's also easy to share files from Microsoft Word and PowerPoint directly by using the Share button. All students also have access to Adobe Creative Cloud. If you're using Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, or any of the Adobe applications, save your files to Creative Cloud. You're provided 100 gigabytes of storage on Creative Cloud, and the benefit of sharing your files means that you can show and hide layers in Photoshop, see swatches, and get feedback directly in Creative Cloud if that's what you would like to do. Number 5, the last thing is that we're here to support you. We in IT Services are active users of Office 365, Adobe Creative Cloud, email, the ticketing system, and we're heavily active users of Microsoft Teams. You will be able to book meetings with us and learn more how you can work effectively online, remotely, and we're happy to help you.